There's a lot of cinnamon rolls happening in this.
It's just go with it.
Just go with it. All right,
Looks
just
like
cinnamon roll with it, Jackson. Sorry.
I watch it with my mom. This is a picture of me and her belly that you took a photo with, and you're like, wow, this is really cool.
how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I have to ask, when you do these fan expo, you're doing one here at Fan Expo Canada, does it still feel surreal to you? Like the idea this film was made years ago and this it's still a phenomenon.
It's always special at these
Yeah.
fan conventions. You did a part, you played a part in a movie that you feel like changed everyone's lives in a really cool way,
Right.
slowed down the romance, did a really great job with the story of waiting and like dating, and the fandom has been amazing since day one. And so
Yeah.
you fast forward to it being the 20th year that the book was made
Isn't that
this
crazy?
year.
Yeah.
And you're like, Twilight comes out again. Oh my God, it's on Netflix. Oh my God, it's on Amazon. It's one of those things where it's the gift that keeps on giving, because we love our characters. We love this franchise and we love the fans. That's why we do these fan
Yeah.
conventions. It's easier for us to go to Toronto, to go to Chicago, to
Yeah.
go to some of these fan expo conventions to see the fans and just give our thanks. And it's such a fun turnout doing the panels with
Right.
Peter, Jackson, Ashley. We have the best time. We got so close on set doing
Yeah.
so many movies that we got even closer offset, and our group chats are funny. Even now with all the social media, all the memes of Twilight, all the AI,
Yeah.
what is Twilight like with a Saved by the Bell mix? And you're like, oh my God, that's great. Uh, it's special. And the
It
fans
is special, yeah.
grow and grow. The fans that we met 20 years ago, 17 years ago, from
Yeah.
when we did the first movie, some of them had kids, had babies.
You did too. I
And
did too.
Well, but I mean, like then, like so now those kids
Right.
are 17-year-olds being like, I watch it with my mom. This is a picture of me and her belly that you took a photo with, and you're like, wow, this is really cool. So it's just special, and the fans make it so special, and it's our honor and pleasure to give back to them and just spend time with them and give them a moment of gratitude.
I'm curious, is there any questions that fans always ask you or want to know and you're just like, I don't want to tell you, I want to keep the secret?
No. I mean, it's always questions that they always ask that you're like, who's are you team Emmett or team Edward or team Jacob? And
Right,
it's like,
right.
of course, all of us vampires are team Edward, in real life, Kellan would side more with Jacob because
Oh.
he's just more nice. I feel like Edward was just so like he didn't want the girl, and obviously you understand his reasons. But I'm like, dude, you're gaslighting her, bro. There's some creative questions. I really like the ones where it's like, hey, where do you see your characters now? Because I feel like Stephanie Meyer left a lot on the table, right? Like you could do a whole TV series, another movie or two of like, where are the Cullens now? So Renesmee and Jacob are off doing their thing. There's some great questions.
Yeah.
There's a lot of repetitious questions, in grade A, did you like the movies? Yeah. I mean, we did 5 of them.
Okay.
Did you like your character? Yeah, I chose to do 5 of them. But everyone's really, really sweet. And we always act as if it was the first time we heard those questions. And
That's the best. One of the things we do at Click and Tell, which I find really unique, is that we go back to your social media page and go back to your journey of where it all started. So we went to your first post ever. Do you remember your first post?
it was probably like an animal or a sunset. I don't know.
No, it is a thirst trap.
Oh. Before I even knew what. So what year was that?
That was September 2nd, 2011.
Wow.
And this was on your Facebook page. And you didn't put any caption or anything. And I was hoping to find something. So do you remember this moment? What was going on and this photo shoot?
Yeah, that was a photo. I grew up, I started modeling when I was 14. So
Yeah.
I got into acting when I was 20. And so you do photo shoots as well. You book different things. And I love being in front of the camera. Have a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And so that was just that was 2011. So I probably did a shoot. That's probably
between the movies. Too,
between the movies, and you're playing a
yeah.
vampire, and you're just having fun.
You are a heartthrob, man. Like people just went, oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Hey.
Zach Morris will always be my, like, Mark was a stud. I always got that I was Zach Morris. I looked for the Kelly Kapowskis in my life.
Oh, yeah. And there's this other photo, July 15, 2014, and I need to know what the conversation was on that day.
Oh, man, that was...
Do you remember this?
Everyone's just... So that's Expendables 3. We were in Cannes. We had just taken the tanks on the road to Cannes. First time since the war.
Yeah.
And Sly just got everything handled and put together. Mel Gibson, everyone was such a stud and so nice. And you would think, and I can only imagine, Expendables 1, there's a lot of A-type personalities. Just like, I bet a lot of bashing of heads. But then with it being the third one and us being the young guns, Glenn Powell was in that, Ronda Rousey, Victor Ortiz, we were the young guns. And then Sly, Mel, Jason Statham, Kelsey, Wesley Snipes, and Antonio Banderas. I want to do a movie like with him again.
Put it out there.
He is genius as an actor. Such a beautiful human being. Like just the nicest. All those guys were really nice. But I mean, and then when I watched the movie and I saw what Antonio did, I'm like, God, he's a brilliant actor. He's just so good. I gotta watch Zorro again. I feel like I watched those when I was so young.
But you know what I love about this photo is Harrison Ford is looking right into your eyes, and he's
we had a thing.
Yeah, like there's something going on here. There's some kind of conversation that's happening.
He's telling me, "Hey, I want you to play Indiana Jones." I'm like, "Yeah, pass that whip. I will do that for you."
One of the things you mentioned is kids growing up, and now those kids are watching Twilight, and you have this beautiful family. I was mentioning that we gone through it all, and this is your pride and joy right there.
That is my son just turned 3, and it is the coolest thing. I've always wanted to be a dad. And recently, I mean, my son, he looks just like my wife, dark skin. His hair grows so fast. My daughter's like pale like me, just blonde hair, blue eyed. But he got some slime in his hair, and we had shaved his head before because I think he got probably slime in his hair again. We don't intentionally do it, but this time, and again, it was like a year to the day, we had to shave his head, and then the razor died, so it left his mohawk, and I'm like, that's pretty cool, and she's like, it is. And he's just a ball of life. It's the coolest thing. I love my family. I really do.
Have they seen the films? Or
my wife
they're too young, but no.
Well, my wife hasn't even seen them. She's not a vampiric fan. Like
she used to watch it.
She has her reasons, and it's she's just not into the whole fantastic world. Her favorite movie of mine though is Stick It. It's a gymnastics movie with Jeff Bridges, who is the best. I love Jeff, and Missy. I got to work with her, but she did gymnastics, and she's like, "I love you. Like my favorite role of yours is Stick It." And I'm like, like one of my youngest roles. But I'm grateful if she likes that one, and I want her to be a fan of all my movies.
One of my favorite role is this when you're in the elevator with Taraji.
Oh yeah, that role. I mean, Taraji was so awesome. I mean,
right?
She is so much fun. She's a comedic genius. And then I remember when Adam Shankman was like, "Hey, so for this scene that you have to wear for the review," I'm like, "What do you want me to wear?" And so I had a fun little, and I know, and thank God for Adam. He's like, I'll make sure it's like, it's tasteful but fun. And I'm like, dude, I know you and the movies that you do, so you always make great movies, and it was just so much fun being a part of that movie.
Yeah, you got to hang out with Taraji, man. That's pretty awesome.
Great,
highlight.
Really talented.
And this photo, June 7th, this is more recent, and you have the whole crew.
Oh, yeah.
When you have a group of people where you've been working together, it's been a while, and you guys are still sticking together, it must be special to have that friendship. You talked about the text group, and what, are you like bros? Like, do you guys share your experiences? Do you go to each other's weddings, and do you guys connect that way?
Yeah. I mean, we're all married and wifed up, and have children. I think more so it's because of these fan conventions. It's like, hey, are you bringing your family? Do you guys want to go to this amusement park? Do you want to go to this place, this water park? Because we all have kids. We all share stories about the kids. We all love each other's spouses. And our group chats have been filled with, thanks to AI, you can make a meme of anything. So now it's like, what does Twilight look like on 90210 and what did the Twilight guys look like in the 1900s, and so there's all these videos, and Peter is actually the one who will send a majority of them, be like, guys, look at this is so funny, and we're like, yeah, that is really funny.
Were you able to connect with Kristen Stewart? She just got married too, right? Last year or the year before?
Oh, did she? Congrats.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kristen, I mean, over a decade, most likely, or spoken
Wow.
to me. And she was great when we worked together. But again, she's an artist and she's very introverted. But I love marriage, you know, so I pray that it lasts forever.
Yeah.
I know Rob got married, has a kid. I'm so happy for him.
Robert, Batman or a vampire? Robert Pattinson. What's better?
Batman for sure.
Okay, I got a quick quiz for you. Tell me which character fits this, okay? Looks like a cinnamon roll is a cinnamon roll.
Looks like a cinnamon roll. I mean, is that Taylor?
I put Alice, but you say Taylor?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I probably should have guessed the girl for mine. Like, what? I'm just saying, I mean, you got all the rolls that, yeah, sure. Okay,
Okay. Looks like a cinnamon roll would kill you.
Nikki?
Okay. Rosalie. I said Rosalie.
Yeah.
Looks like could kill you is a cinnamon roll.
Me? Emmett?
Yes, we agree. Yes, we agree on that one. Looks like could kill you would kill you.
Jasper.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Where did this come from? Do you love cinnamon rolls? Like, what's your favorite place? Do you like Cinnabon? Is that your go-to?
It's Cinnabon. I love Cinnabon.
Me too. We had it at our wedding. My wife we had cake pops and Cinnabon, tower, and every anniversary we get to go get Cinnabon, which is really great. I love it.
Like, you just put in the microwave for like 20 seconds and then you
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Oh.
That's the rule.
We just bonded over cinnamon rolls. I love it. Thank you so much, and I can't wait for everyone to see you at Fan Expo, and the saga just continues.
Thank you. See you out there.
You're awesome. It's so good to see you. How are you?
I'm great. It's lovely to see you too. Thanks for having me. I love to see your face. It's so lovely.
We were just talking about a bunch of things, from life to kids to everything and anything. And I gotta say, you keep getting this world of fans who just love you and just want to keep celebrating your character, and it just keeps going and going. It's a phenomenon.
It's 17 years now since the first Twilight movie came out in the theaters, and the love, maybe it took a hiatus, but it woke up recently, and it's been all over the internet. And so me and some of my co-stars, I got Peter Facinelli, who plays Dr. We got Dr. Carlisle. We have Kellan Lutz, who plays Emmett. We got Ashley Green, who plays my wife, Alice. And then myself, who plays Jasper. And we've been the four of us have been traveling the country and out of the country. We've been meeting people for convention work. We had a big actors strike, a year and a half ago. And during that time, we used it as a chance to connect with our fan base and get out there. And man, these people are still so passionate. They're showing it to their kids now. Yeah. Like, it's funny because my daughter just turned 9, and my wife literally looks at me on her birthday and she goes, "It's time." Like, what do you mean it's time? And she's like, "You know what I mean." And I'm like, "I don't actually. What do you mean?" She's like, "It's time for Twilight." And I'm not ready though. I don't know. I'm not there
yet.
Wait,
so what was her reaction to it?
He hasn't seen it yet because Dad's still not ready. I don't know. I'm not there yet with my daughter. Like she's 9. Maybe we could watch the first 4 movies, and then there's Breaking Dawn. We have to cover some eyes.
Right. I mean, she is 9. She knows a lot more than you think she doesn't know.
Shut your face. No, she doesn't.
I have 2 daughters. They kind of know a lot by that age. I'm just saying,
No. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to ignore everything you said, but I'm still going to, my daughter will watch Twilight probably within a year. And we'll see how that works.
The generation after generation are watching this. What do you think it is that ingredient that makes it so special?
Honestly, I've thought a lot about it with my my coworkers, my co-actors, and we think it just boils down to eternal love, and that's just the age-old story of boy meets girl, and it is simple. It's a simple story in a lot of ways in terms of a romance, but that's life. And in life, we're presented with impossible choices, and and especially when we're young. And what I love about the first Twilight movie, and I really believe that the first movie is the reason it became the phenomenon it became. It's what Catherine Hardwicke was able to accomplish with Twilight was the feeling of being in high school, the absurdity of it. Everything means everything, and then everything means nothing. And it's side by side, and it's instantaneous. And that's high school, and that's Twilight. And I think there's like a certain sense of familiarity there. And and also this is a story about wallflowers, and like, you know, and I think there's not a single person alive who has never felt alone. Every single person has that feeling of loneliness at one point in their life. And, you know, I think it's our duty to go out there and, you know, find our people, our family. And and that's what this movie's about. That's what the series is about. It's about love.
Yeah, it's so interesting you're talking about being lonely. Have you ever felt that way? Like you said, everyone goes through it. Was there a period for you?
Oh, 100%. You know, I would say at even the top of the most successful I was in my life was probably the most lonely at some points. It's, you know, people don't really look at you as a human being. They look at you as kind of a meal ticket. I've had who I thought were great friends turn out to be just opportunists and sycophants. And it sucks, man. It's a really sad feeling when you realize that somebody you thought was a good friend isn't. And that's, I think, the loneliest feeling, is that sense of, I really put a lot of faith and stock in this human being, and they turned out not to be the person that they purported themselves to be. That, I think, is the loneliest thing. But I got lucky. I fell in love with my best friend, and my wife is the most incredible human being. She saved my life. I was going towards, I'm an alcoholic. I'm sober now, and I've been sober for about 4 years. And my wife was the impetus behind that. And she's really been working with me over the course of, you know, since we've been together, and helping me understand that, you know, it's okay to feel the things that I feel. And no one else in my life had told me that. You know, it's important to be open about mental health. It's important to be open with our loved ones, with strangers even, because, you know, we owe it to ourselves to be honest about who we are. And not wear a mask in public, because that mask that we wear in terms of, you know, our personalities, if we wear a personality mask, that it's going to only attract the wrong kinds of people. And then you get, that's how you get depressed, is not living your true self and not being your true self, and obsessing with the past. So.
Yeah.
Now I'm at the top of my game. I feel so good. I got my kids are the most incredible people in the world. They're turning out to just be lovely human beings. I get nonstop compliments on my children's manners, which is like a Southern boy. I'm like, yes, they do have good manners. Thank you very much, man. And I'm making music. I'm here in Austin, Texas, which is my favorite city in the world. I have a new album I'm going to go start recording. And then I am working on a couple productions. I can't say what I'm doing next yet, but hopefully very soon. And then, yeah, man, just making art and staying alive somehow. I love it.
Staying alive. I mean, you know, one of the great things, and I love this about music artists, is that you can go use your music in a way to make it therapeutic for yourself, right? You have this ability to, whatever it is, play guitar, to singing. You have an outlet to let it all out. Do you feel that way with your new music?
100%. So my last album was about 6-7 years ago, and that was right before I really got sober. That was like I was toying with the idea and not understanding how, I guess, addicted I was to alcohol. And I wrote this album called American Spirit Blues, and I actually have a song on there called Young and Tragic, where I think it's the opening line, which is I don't want to be an alcoholic, young and tragic. And it's a great album. It's a really fun Americana record. But I was dealing with a lot of thoughts. I was dealing with a lot of my mental health stuff without actually dealing with it. It was like the preface, you know, the editor's note before the journey. And then, so that record was it was interesting to me. It hurt to play live. So I didn't like to play it live. And this new record is the most honest I've ever been. I feel that it's much more punk rock. It's got more of a disco beat. So it's kind of like, we're calling it right now, disco punk music. It's danceable rock and roll with an edge. And it just, but with lyrics that are very, very honest to how I hid my pain and how I hid my struggles and how that did nothing good for me. And how now, and like looking forward to the future and being open and, you know, getting a chance to meet people and to be out there in person and see people. That's my life. That's what I do. Is I'm an entertainer, and I love to meet. I love to see your smile. Like that makes me smile. You know what I mean? So like when I get to meet people in person, when I go to these conventions with Fan Expo, and I get to like travel around the world, and I sit there at my little booth, and people come up to me and they tell me that they love my work, and they're like, I hope that's not weird. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm an artist with a traumatic childhood. Of course, this is great. This is amazing. You know. But it's a really lovely opportunity that I use, and I know my castmates use as well, to thank them, because every single audience member, any person who's bought a ticket, has helped me achieve my dreams of playing make-believe for a living. And hopefully with my stories and now with my honesty, I can pay it forward in a way that maybe I've never done before, and just let people know that if you are feeling alone, you're not alone in that feeling. There's so many people that feel like that. It's if only the lonely could stand tall, the world would seem small. It's a lyric I wrote on my last one, and it's that's how I feel. If we could all just kind of understand each other, you know, without having to talk, the world would be a beautiful, easy place.
No,
But
so well said. I know, and I love the fact that you say you give your thanks. You know, you thank the people who helped you through your journey. So that's really special.
yeah,
It really is.
well, listen, I don't think anyone achieves anything great alone. I don't think anyone achieves anything of mediocre value alone. The greatest achievements we can aspire to are the achievements of a community. And, you know, whether that community is something small, like your kids and their friends and your friend group, that's a community that you need to, you know, cherish. And you have to put work into, like you put work into a marriage, you put work into a friendship, you put work into raising your children, you put, you know, and it's, but that's the best. That's the kind of work that should fill your soul. And you know, I hope it does. For me, it does. And I know for you, it does. I see the way your eyes light up whenever you talk about your kids.
They are our life. They are, right? One of them's off to university in 2 weeks, Jackson, and I'm losing my mind. She's leaving the nest, and I don't even know what to do. I'm just, I'm in that situation right now. I know you. Time goes like this, man. It goes.
I am so nervous because like my 13-year-old's my oldest, and like 5 years are going to go by. I know. And he's already my best little friend, dude. Like we went to go see the new Naked Gun movie together. And one, I'm so sorry. The new Naked Gun movie is incredible. Go see it in theaters. It's amazing. I absolutely loved it. I had so much fun. Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson's chemistry, insane. The seeing like good slapstick comedy again, insane. So fantastic. Thank God that movie exists. And then I got to go see it with my boy, you know, and that's what I think that's what we forget about what filmmaking is. It's a community experience that we come together, we make a project. There's 1,000 artists, we make one movie, and then one movie plays on one screen, and there's, you know, however many people you can cram into that movie theater. You're watching it together, you're experiencing it together, you laugh together, you cry together. That is the cinematic experience, and that is the human experience. That's why I love 100%. Movies, and that's why I love people. It's we feel.
I love you. Okay, so on Click and Tell, what we do is we go back to your social media page and go all the way back to your first post you've ever done. I don't know if, because it shows the journey you've gone through in the last, 15, 20 years. Do you remember your first post on either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever?
You know, I don't technically remember my first post. I remember, I think my first, what is it? What is that? That's me. Wow. Look at
2011.
I still did the same face.
It's a moment. It's a moment.
2011 was my first social media post. That's fascinating.
Yeah, March 24th, 2011. And there's no caption on it. But that was your first post.
You know what's even funnier? Actually, I bet you my first post was technically not even, I guarantee you my first Instagram post is probably taken down, because when I downloaded Instagram, I just thought it was like a filter like app for photos on your phone. So literally I was just like taking photography of like street signs or whatever, and I was putting it through the filters on Instagram. And then all of a sudden I noticed that people were commenting on my photos, and I was like, what is this? And then one of my friends explained to me that Instagram was not a photo app, it was a social media tool. And I freaked out because I was like, oh, I had no idea. What if I took a special picture? You know, like,
right? Did you?
Yeah, I was like, no, I didn't.
Oh,
not then.
imagine.
Not then.
Imagine.
No.
Okay, this is another photo you posted.
Oh my God! People send me AI images of Jasper eating cheeseburgers a lot.
So what is it? What? And first of all, I need to know what's the perfect burger.
Oh my goodness gracious! That is a very hard, very, very personal, subjective question. What is the perfect burger? Yeah,
I need to know because I like a good smash burger. You know, simple with a potato bun.
A good Martin's potato bun's the best.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So where are you based? Are you in LA?
In Canada.
You're in Canada. Okay. Canada. I don't know I'm sorry. I don't know the Canadian burger scene very well. I am a smash burger guy, though.
I see. Yeah. We're both okay. We're connected.
Smash burger is pretty much my jam. What I like is very simplistic. I like a nice, really good quality high meat, 85 like I want a 15% fat content. A lot of people go 20 or 25. I think it's a little too greasy. And then I like to cover it with onions. I do a fried onion burger smash. So it's just a ball of meat, a little bit of salt, a pile of very thinly shaved Vidalia onions for pop of sweetness. Then you smash that in there, get it all smashed and get those crispy edges. Then you flip it on over, a little bit of mustard right before the flip to give that In-N-Out style burger. And then right after you flip it, the American cheese goes on. And then you put the top bun on while it's still cooking. And so you have the burger grease vapors go up into the bun. It kind of softens it a little bit. And then when you pop it off the grill, it's just meat, cheese, onions, and a tiny bit of mustard that's cooked on. And that's it. Nothing else. Yeah.
That's a lot of details. I think you really thought about this. I think...
Oh, darling. Yes, ma'am. I've been searching for, I don't consider it the perfect burger. What I search for is just great burgers. I started kind of reviewing burgers a little bit on my Instagram, and that's why I started getting those crazy pictures.
Yeah, I love it. When you do come to Toronto, I'm going to show you a place that you have to go if you love burgers. This is one spot.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm in.
I'll text you. Okay, this is another photo I found.
That's my babies. Oh my goodness. That's my wife pregnant with our third and our little baby boy Felix. And that's my son Monroe on the left. He's 13 now. And that's my daughter Presley. My wife Sheila. She's also on Instagram @6andbeau. And then as you can see, I am madly in love with her.
Look at that. Look at the way you're looking at them.
Yeah. See, so they're the best things in the world, man. Like they're the only reason I'm alive. It's like, not because I'm that dark, but I think I didn't make great choices until I realized that there's more to the world than just myself. And it took a very strong woman, and it took 3 beautiful children. And you know what? And I wish it took something as simple as for like an actor that I had respected and admired saying, you know what? Life isn't easy. I had some downs. I fell into the wrong crowd. I got out of it. I'm clean. I'm crisp. I'm better than ever. And we have people like that. Obviously, Bradley Cooper's sober. We got Robert Downey Jr. is one of my biggest inspirations, and maybe hopefully, I see myself going in that track. I'm gonna find my role, and it's gonna be like,
What is your ultimate role? What is that thing that you'd want to do?
Dude, that's such a great question. I am a character actor. I've always been like very much a character actor since I was in theater. I would love to get involved into the Marvel universe in the X-Men realm, because again, like within the same thing with Twilight is the X-Men's about outcasts. Now these are outcasts with special abilities. Twilight, vampire special abilities. and they're outcasts. And I felt like that my whole life. I traveled around growing up. I have all sisters. Even within my family, I was the black sheep. I kept to myself. I loved reading books. I loved playing with my GI Joe action figures. I made up stories since I was a little kid. After I watched Home Alone, I like made my parents buy me a talkback, and I would make radio plays since I was like in third grade. This is what I do. This is what I'm obsessed with, is storytelling and entertaining people.
Yeah.
And as somebody who's been an outcast, as somebody who's traveled around and always had to find my place and force myself in to a degree, you get on, if you're the new kid on a bus, no one's scooting over to offer you a bus seat. I've stood up on a lot of buses in my life, and but it's fine. At the end of the day, you get a better view up there.
You sound like a director more than an actor, what you were just saying. Maybe that I'm just manifesting, but I feel like that's
manifesting. Well, listen, I have directed, I've written, I do music. I'm a bit of a Renaissance man in terms of, I love art. It gave me everything. It gave me my outlook on life. Between my art, my artistic heroes, my faith, and my relationship with my wife. It's like those things. Because of those, I'm here, and I'm at the best I've ever been. And now I'm excited. I get to travel, and I get to come see y'all up there in Toronto for Fan Expo. I'm so excited. I love these things because I get to meet people face to face and say thank you, dude. It's like it's the best feeling in the world. It's so when I grew up, I came out of the theater, and after you do a theater show, you go into the lobby, you're up on stage, you take your bow, people applaud, whatever, and then you go into the lobby, and this is community theater. You don't do this in Broadway, but this is community theater that I grew up. And so you'd stand in the lobby, and people come up to you, and they'd be like, "Hey, great show," or they'd look at you like, like depending on how the show went. And I just always remember that feeling of just people coming up and being like, "Hey, man, Texas." It's like, "Hey, man, thank you so much. That was such a great show. That's a real good way to spend a Saturday night or Sunday evening or whatever." And being on stage, and like I always broke the rules. I'd always peek through the curtain. You're not supposed to peek through the curtain. I did anyway. No regrets. And I just remember seeing people like before the show, and they're in their lives and they're in their heads, and they're kind of talking to each other, they're kind of in their spaces, and then you're on stage and you see them and they're wrapped, they don't have to think about the bills, they don't have to think about the dog going to the vet, they're just in the story and they're learning about their lives. Every time you watch a story, you're saying, "Hey, don't go in that house, hey, don't go do that, hey, that's the guy you should be in love with." Because that's your feelings. Those are your emotions that you're having. You're having realizations about yourself while you're watching fiction. And that's why fiction, in my opinion, is more powerful than nonfiction. It has this ability to take us into the worlds and to put us up against challenges that we never have in our lives. But we get to see these challenges through the lenses or the viewpoints of the characters that we're watching. And we are affected by those decisions that they make, because we would make different decisions, or perhaps we would make the same decisions. And so therefore, like that, it puts you into this position of like learning about yourself in a circumstance in which you'll never be. And that's art, baby. It's the best thing in the world.
I love that. Damn, you should put it on a card or something, what you just said.
Great. Put that shit on a Hallmark card.
Put it on a card. I'm getting the wrap, so I just want to do a quick quiz with you about the character of Twilight, and tell me who fits the bill. Looks like a cinnamon roll, is a cinnamon roll.
Oh, that's Carlisle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I put Alice.
You put Alice? Oh, she's really sweet, but there's a certain spice to Alice that none of y'all get to see.
Okay. Looks like a cinnamon roll would kill you.
Looks like a cinnamon roll. Oh, that's Alice to me. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I say Rosalie.
Rosalie? She doesn't look like a cinnamon roll. She looks more like a red velvet cake.
Looks like could kill you is a cinnamon roll.
Very controversial opinion. Edward Cullen.
Oh, Emmett. Yeah, okay.
Emmett?
Yeah. He looks like he could kill you, but he looks like cinnamon roll. No.
I guess so. Yeah, he's very... There's a lot of cinnamon rolls happening in this.
It's just go with it. Just
go with it. All right.
Tweet it.
Just cinnamon roll with it, Jackson. Sorry.
Looks like
threw you off there.
Kill you would kill you.
Looks like could kill you would kill you. Jasper.
We agreed on one. We agreed on one.
Hey, we agree on one. We agree on one. Well, it's funny because I feel like in real life, I'm probably the most cinnamon roll out of out of everybody. I'm like the cinnamon roll with like, those popping candies that they started putting in like Oreos and whatnot. I'm a cinnamon roll with popping candy. That's me. Yeah. You're like, that's good. Oh, what is that? That's interesting. That was unexpected. Yeah.
I love you. You're amazing. I love your energy, and I can't wait for the fans to see you again. And we'll go for burgers. I'll send you a link.
Dude, hit me up. I would love it.
Yeah,
I've been going on my burger journey has taken me all across the U.S. I mean, everywhere from LA to New York, Georgia, Texas, Michigan, Colorado, everywhere in the U.S. So I have not even begun to scratch the surface of Toronto. So I feel like you're going to give me a head start.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it. Thank you so much.